everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks. I'm Annalie.
And I am Patricia.
And today we are going to talk about women 50 plus and how to catch the one.
Yes.
Bettering your
how
chances.
to secure that match. 5 ways. 5 ways. Secure that match.
In no particular order.
Okay. And that's what we're going to do.
Oh, but first I forget
to
self-care.
Yeah, self-care first. Self-care first. Self-care helps us to create a positive foundation that's going to help us to be able to date. Mm-hmm. We're going to make sure that we are being compassionate with ourselves and, not beating ourselves up when we make small mistakes or have setbacks or disappointments. Mm-hmm. We're going to make sure that we are doing the work, mm-hmm. and a part of that is minimizing the opportunities for the setbacks and disappointments. We're going to make sure we are vetting those folks before we meet them. We're reading those profiles. We're doing all those things to be proactive, mm-hmm. so that we're not faced with having to regroup.
Yes. And definitely don't be afraid to do that phone call before the meetup because, man, I have avoided so many meetups by just doing the phone call. Because if the phone call don't go,
vet 'em. Yeah,
there is no reason to meet up.
Yes, you definitely want to vet and minimize those opportunities. So if you're vetting well in the beginning, mm-hmm. like Annalie was saying, doing the phone calls, then you're not meeting 6 people that you're going to be disappointed. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're only meeting 2, and maybe only one of those was a disappointment. Yeah. So that's how we have to do this, with intention and strategize and planning. Yep. And now that we've said that,
all right.
So now we're going to talk about, we're being hasty. We're raring to go. We're raring to go. So now we are going to talk about, there's 5 practical tips that's going to get you where you need to go. Okay, so we're going number 1. Mm-hmm. Okay, would be to first, because we start with the profile. And this is for online dating. Mm-hmm. We're starting with the profile, making sure, and you've heard this before, and we've said it before, making sure that you're authentic in your profile. You are authentic in your pictures. Mm-hmm. Yep. Making sure that you're authentic in your pictures.
Which is funny because it can actually be a bad thing to be too good at taking pictures. I think. No. Because if those pictures look so great and it doesn't reflect how you really look in person.
Well, see, I don't know how you can take a picture that looks so great that you don't look like that when you show up.
Yep.
Without filters.
Yep.
Okay, well then I guess. Okay, well then if that is possible, then yeah,
it's possible.
You definitely don't. Well, if you see your picture, the picture you took, and it don't look like you, then you know you need to take another picture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because there's angles and things like that. Yeah. I get it. I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and I know we keep repeating that. It's because that's the number 1 complaint that guys have, and we know that that's happening. Yeah. For on their side too, it is happening.
Yeah.
Making sure,
guys, I think it's even more so that they use old pictures.
Yes, they tend
to
glory
use
days
old
pictures.
pictures.
The glory days,
and
well, we do too.
Well, I never did actually.
Well, no, I never did. But I'm saying the guys are saying.
But yes, it's done. It's being done somehow because I also heard about it. But yes, so I think to avoid get in your feelings or just be.
Gosh, and that's a part.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't use nice pictures. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with using a nice picture.
Yeah,
and trying to make the lights work for you.
Right.
Yes.
Well, definitely lighting, because you're trying to put your best foot forward.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if it really doesn't look
right, if it doesn't look like it, then you need to scrap that project and do something else.
Yeah,
because that's only going to be bad for everybody involved.
And I think right now the filter thing is so
advanced, and
the filter thing at this point is, when guys see filters now, especially for women our age, they're
done. They're done. Yeah.
Anything that looks Photoshop or filtered, they're like,
they're done.
On.
Because and rightly so. Just like we would if we saw their, if it was, because I've never seen any filtered ones with the guys. They just use the old.
Yes.
They use the old one. But so just you don't want that kind of headache. You don't want that kind of smoke. The bio, making sure that you're genuine, making sure that you're
using. Is that number 2?
No, that's just optimizing
that's
the
still
profile.
Okay, gotcha.
The pictures and the bio, making sure that you are reflecting your true self, your hobbies, the things that you like to do. If you like sitting on the couch and watching Netflix, that's what you like to do. And there's guys
out there that will sit next to you watching those Netflix series. So don't be scared to be yourself.
Yeah. He is out there. And also putting on your profile what exactly you're looking for. If you're looking for long-term, put it. If you're looking for whatever casual, I don't know what all the other things are, put it. Put what you're looking for, because that's very important. And that is get you one step closer to securing the bag. The prize, or whatever you want to call it. But the first thing is making sure you got the good profile.
I guess I just want to put a little thing in here.
What?
Just a warning for ladies out there, because from what I've heard, men tend to put long-term relationship as their goal, regardless of what their goal is. Because that's the only way any woman is going to respond to them. So just be cautious.
Yeah, definitely. And you would follow up with that. Yeah. But that is a good point, because they do put whatever just to get people to respond to them.
Yep.
Number two. Be proactive and engaged. Now that is I don't know. I have mixed emotions about that. The thought of reaching out to a guy, like, that's not my journey. But everyone says that instead of waiting for the guy to reach out to you, then you reach out to them. And that's fine. I mean, I don't do that. I don't.
And you don't have to. I think the thing is, whatever you're comfortable with, yes, can it be a good thing? But if you're not comfortable with that, don't do it.
Yes. But they do say that is something that would garner some
it certainly
interest.
Can. Just like, it's so funny because there's some guys out there that flirt with all the women, like, and they typically get more women, because if you're gonna just
as far as the quantity,
the quantity, if you do more quantity, you're gonna get more people.
But I see, my take on that is the quality diminishes, though. So I don't know. It's just like you were saying, whatever you feel comfortable with. And if there was a guy that, and I'm not saying that if there was a guy that I thought was just good on paper, like fantastic, I'm not going to say I wouldn't reach out to that guy, more than likely I probably would. But as a rule, I just don't do that. But they say that is, engaging, and guys, especially for a guy to see that you have shown interest in him, then he knows green light, you know.
Yeah.
And if it's a guy that's apprehensive about reaching out, you know, it would be inviting for him, for you to reach out. So, I mean, so don't be apprehensive. And it sounds funny me saying that because I'm not one to do that. So maybe you need to say it.
Yes, I should say that.
So I'm not going to say it.
I shouldn't be saying it. You already said it.
Well, yeah.
There it is. Yes. Don't be afraid to reach out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, and also ask engaging questions. Now, if somebody reach out to me, I'm going to, you know, say something. I try to say something kind of clever or something different that would catch their attention, because that's the other part of it, being engaged, having a good profile. This is the first part, and then being engaging would be the second part. You know, you don't have to just do the hi, bye, this, that, you know, throw something out that they didn't maybe have never heard before.
I think sometimes people are scared to let their personalities show. And they're just putting all the regular in there. But instead, just
throw something out there and see where it lands. And see where it lands. You know, they could either like it or not. And if they don't, then good, because now you don't have to worry about dealing with that. Keep the conversation going. The part of the engagement is keeping the conversation going. And I know that's one of the guys' complaints, is that you just fall off. And I know the reasons we do that, because we're dealing with a couple people.
If we fall off, we're probably not interested.
Exactly. Well, that too. Yes.
And same goes with the guys. If they fall off,
right,
their A girl has stepped in and
given the green light, and they're good.
Sorry. So,
but for this is, you know, these are the things that you do if you are interested in this person. These are the things that you do. You're keeping that conversation going, keeping their interest, because in OLD, online dating, it's a split second.
Yes.
You know, and whether you like it or don't, whether it's right or wrong, it just is. So you have to be in there moving and shaking. You got to be in there moving and shaking. And that's one of the ways to do that, is to stay engaged. Okay, so are we on, what number are we on?
3.
3, yes. Number 3. Focus on compatibility. Now, making sure that the guy you're seeking, that you have shared interests, shared goals, shared values. And for me right now, shared values is at the top. Because if you're wanting to secure someone for long term, if your values are not aligned with one another, that's going to the rubber's going to hit the road at some point. If you're looking for longevity, your values must align. Even if they are so-called, they look the way you want them to look, they, you know, are funny and all that. If their values don't align, that thing's going to fall apart at some point. So making sure, and how you know that is just asking them questions. You know, if they, and just observing them, interacting with other people, and you know, you can pick up on that. You'll know, you know, and being with someone that you don't respect. Like, how do you do that? And I know there are people that do that. I've heard people tell me, oh, that's just how they are. Like, how do you know, they don't believe the things that this person believes, but, oh, that's just how they are. Like, how does that work? I don't know. I have to respect the person. And I guess if respecting the person you're with isn't a priority, then I guess you could do that.
I think that should be important for everyone, though.
But I've known people to say, oh, yeah, I don't believe that. I don't have that belief. That's just how. And I'm like, well, and they believe it's wrong, but I can't.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep that going, but you know,
Okay.
But the best thing would be to make sure that that is in alignment, because that does come up. It does cause conflict.
Yeah.
At some point, I would think it would.
Yeah.
When we're saying focusing on compatibility, they're saying prioritize, well, the thing, quality over quantity.
Okay.
Then that's my thing. Quality. It's just the one. Mm-hmm. It's just the one person. The one. Instead of swiping through every profile, focus on those who align with your values, interests, and relationship goals. Mm-hmm. Quality matches are more likely to lead to meaningful connections. And if you are trying to secure the person, your match, you need to be focused on that. Mm-hmm. Their values, interests, and relationship goals. Interest, I think, would be the lesser.
Yeah, I think that would be the
manageable and of the three. Because
in fact, sometimes it's fun if somebody has an interest that you haven't thought about. Oh, I could try that out. Or, unless it's crazy outlandish.
Yes, if it's
I'm not jumping out of planes. No, but something within reason.
Right. So I think that would be the lesser. I think the values and the goals are paramount. For sure.
Yeah.
The values and the goals. And don't think if somebody says short term, but and then because some of them put short term
can lead into
long term or something.
That's fishy.
Short term is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Believe what they tell you. Mm-hmm. Believe what they tell you.
Yes.
If they say short term, that's what they want. They're in and out. Mm-hmm. Or you're a placeholder for whatever. Because usually if they're not trying to connect, if they're advertising that, oh, this is just for now, they're like, well, or that they are just doing short term or casual, they're just holding out until whatever the thing that they think they're looking for. Yeah. That's never going to surface. Mm-hmm. So don't be someone's placeholder. Mm-hmm. Using the filters wisely. Yeah, you want to use the filters to only include the people that you're looking for. Seriously. Mm-hmm. The people you're looking for, seriously, be honest about your expectations. Set clear boundaries. If you be upfront about what you're looking for and what you're not interested in. Clear communication helps prevent misunderstandings and mismatched expectations, of course. Mm-hmm. Being clear about what you're looking for. Setting your boundaries, not pushing them back, because every time you push it back, it's going to go back further and back further. And then you're going to end up with someone you did not want. And that's not going to be a long lasting situation for you. Okay. Number 4, embrace online dating strategies. Now,
okay.
Well, they're talking about as far as optimizing your profile for searches. And this is something I never did. I never, but I guess, you can do this. Using keywords that incorporate relevant keywords in your profile that reflect your interests and what you're looking for. This helps to improve your visibility in searches. I wasn't aware of that.
I was not. Nope.
Update your profile regularly. Yeah, if things change, like if you've been on there for years or whatever, things change. You need to update it because someone's going to be asking you about it. Because I had a book on there that I had read, and I kept it on there, and everybody always asked me about the book. Take advantage of the premium filters. Now,
I never did any of that. I was too cheap to pay for premium stuff.
Because they can, on the sites, you can upgrade to different things. And each site has different things. Like you can push yourself forward.
It makes sense.
You can boost. Now, I have used the boost before. I've used boost. You can boost yourself to the front. I don't know, the front of the stack or whatever. You can do those things. You can see who viewed you. What else? I don't know who viewed you. That I don't know the benefit of that. Yeah, I don't think.
In fact, I think that's just gonna make you start wondering about, oh, what about that? And then they just really were, you know, how you scroll through it. It's not real. And I've also heard that some of those things aren't real. They're for real, not real.
Because, you know, in Zeus,
yes,
people would say, oh, I saw you were
I saw you looking at me. And I'm like,
I won't nobody looking at you.
Nobody.
Thank you. No, sir. No, sir.
No.
So, yeah, some of those sites are kind of sus.
They do stuff that just, I think they mainly also do it to men to make men think that women are checking them out and stuff,
and give them
to
hope.
Increase their
and they get hope, like, oh yeah, people are out there for me. Mm-hmm. But the what were we talking about? The who viewed you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because my thing about the who viewed you, they viewed you and they didn't reach out.
Yes.
So that's
actually a no.
Why would you even care?
That's a no-go.
You wouldn't even be worried about who viewed me because you didn't reach out. So that meant you weren't interested.
They saw.
Right. And they kept moving.
Yes.
And I know sometimes guys probably do that just to show, kind of play that game. You know, I was looking at you, reach out to me, that kind of thing. You know, game playing. Online dating moves too fast to be playing games. Yeah. But yeah, no, if they viewed me
and then they
didn't reach out,
yeah,
I'm not. No. Then you viewed me and you didn't reach out, so then that's it. It's a wrap. So I don't even want to know that you did. So I wouldn't. That's one thing I wouldn't.
I would
do.
Definitely not.
I wouldn't
look at that. I wouldn't even mess with my mind looking at it.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, they viewed me and then they didn't reach out, so that's not good. No. Okay, and number 5, they positive and patient.
Yes, and you know,
they positive.
The thing about that is because, you know, you start out, you're super optimistic and you have high expectations, and you kind of, you know, then you realize, okay, this is what it is. Yes. But I think it's so important that even though you have setbacks and disappointments, you can't let that rule you into the next day. Every date has to be a fresh date. Yes. You can't be bringing in that toxicity. And I had too many people that I met that definitely had been jaded, and it shines through, and then you just run for the door because
you don't want no parts of that. That's me.
And then you're in for some narcissistic game playing that you don't want to be involved.
Yes. And I'm going to insert the one I just showed you recently. That part of that profile. Yeah, because those are people that should be taking a step away. Like, you need to be sitting this one out. Yeah, you give it a couple months and then they'll bring you back in.
And we've seen enough Reddit posts where people are just like so down on it that, like, okay, if you're that down on it,
then you step away. Like, step away. You can't. And that's a part of the self-care for us is, you know, you minimize those opportunities to be disappointed. And once you get to a point where when your disappointment rises to frustration and anger and all that, then you need to step away.
At least step back for a while. I mean, you can come back, but if you're at that level, nothing's going to go good.
And it's going to bleed into every encounter, every text, you know, even your profile. There are people that are changing their profiles to add some pretty inflammatory information. And I'll put it out.
Oh, yeah, I remember it. That was some good stuff.
And I've seen them.
And it's so funny because when you see that on a profile, you're already seeing the toxicity and the jadedness on the profile.
The online dating syndrome.
Nobody wants that.
And they are repelling people and not attracting people. And if
nobody's gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Nobody is.
So better to step away. Yes. Come back when you're
good,
nourished, and happy.
Nourished. You're hydrated.
Hydrated.
Come back hydrated and get back in the game. The coach will let you in. Yeah. But don't stay in it so bad to where it adversely affect you on that level, because there's nothing good coming out of that. Celebrate the small wins. Like I think we had said before, even if it didn't turn out to be a match, you had a good time. You had a good conversation.
New place.
Yeah. So
visited. I don't know, whatever it may be.
The small wins, and some people have said that they've they've had friends. They've accumulated friendships as a result of that. I've not done it. I mean, I've had people that I chit-chatted with a little bit, but then it just fell off, afterwards. But yeah, so celebrate the small wins, because they will boost your confidence and help you to stay motivated. So but yeah, so those are the 5 things that you do, and they're going to help you to get that match. You do those things with your profile. You what were they? The making sure your profile is optimized, be proactive and engaged. The engagement, proactive, I have my feeling about it, but be engaging, especially if it's somebody you like, be engaging, keep them going. Because you turn your head for a minute and it's gone. It's gone. Focus on the compatibility, the values, and the values and the goals. Values and goals. Make sure you focus on that. That's the focus beyond everything else, the values and the goals. Embrace the dating strategies. We were talking about on the sites, all the little extras that they have, to boost yourself, make yourself more visible, that kind of thing. I mean, I guess that works. I'm going to say I did try the boost a couple times, and I did get more responses in that boosting time.
And don't get lazy. When you're setting up a profile and it says, something, how it prompts you.
Right. Yes.
Don't just say "ask me," because people are going to be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. So you didn't even have time.
Put a little bit of effort in it.
And I see guys doing that. I don't know if we do it, but I know I've seen guys. Just ask me, whatever.
Just ask me.
So if you're at that stage, then maybe you don't need to be doing it. Maybe you don't need to be online dating. Yeah. If you're not going to put your all into it, so why go through all the trouble and not, do your best?
Yeah.
The patience, being patient and having a positive attitude. And you will definitely, you incorporate those 5 things and consistently, and and you will find your match. You will definitely do that.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think. If you have any other, other things that have helped you find your match, and you want to share that would be great.
That would be fantastic.
And thank you guys for watching today. We are on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe. We love all of our subscribers, and we really appreciate you guys.
Yes, and we're trying to get to 500.
That's right.
So
give us your thumbs up. And until next time, don't forget to live,
laugh,
and connect.
And there they go.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.